What do we got going on here? Oh my god. Hi everyone. So for this devlog, I'm one step closer to a playable demo. I added a death mechanic and also allowing NPCs to kill each other. I really like games that have NPCs of different types being aggressive towards each other. I feel it adds to the immersion of the game. When I was a kid, I actually remember seeing the Khazard gnome battlefield in RuneScape and thinking that was super cool. On the server, it does add additional CPU cycles, but there's like so many low-hanging fruit optimizations that I can make in the future that, yeah, I'm not terribly worried about it right now. For the new NPC that I added, I originally wanted to make a goblin, since that was the nickname for my son when he was little, since he would always be digging through snacks when he wasn't supposed to be. However, my modeling skills still suck ass, so it ended up looking like an orc, and I kind of just, yeah, embraced that. For the technical side of this work, I needed to create some new utility AI constraints for the orcs, and I also solved an issue where the orcs needed to have a weapon, but I don't really need to swap them and have any complexity there. But I also couldn't bake the weapons directly into the mesh because it would require me to apply the mirror modifier. So simply enough, I was able to just create a new Blender object for the mace or club, I guess, and assign weights to the hand bone from the armature and update the parser to grab the club's mesh and simply append it to the GPU buffers while updating the indices. And this worked really well as it still allowed me to animate and I didn't have to do any additional logic with the mesh. And for the collision detection, I still just use bone updates from the hand to position the colliders appropriately in the physics fiddler. For all the models, eventually one day they're going to have to be updated, and I think the orcs are particularly ugly, but they work for now. I struggled a bit with the animations. I think the run animation came out good, but the swing animation was definitely a struggle. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this devlog. For the next one, I think I'll be working on the inventory system, which will be more technical in nature. And I have sort of a rough idea of what I want to do to get to a sort of playable demo. And currently everything's on my land. So for example, putting on the internet, I might run into things I need to implement like client-side prediction and all that good stuff. So if you watched this far, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And for the rest of the video, I'm just going to show my process for creating the orc. Anyways, take care. Bye.